Now we come to the fun part, tables. And tables can be very useful, and as Rick explained to us in the tutorials before, that these are for tabular data. So here we have our finished product, and we're just going to give a brief overview of what we're looking at here. And of course this is our table. We have our rows here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and then 2 columns across. And these top 2 rows would be our table header. As you can see, the action and the overcome, they're bolded. And then all in here would be our table cells with our data. And basically, if you can imagine the HTML, we would be wrapping a TR tag, or table row tag, here, and we would be placing the table cell or table data tags within that. And we're going to see that firsthand right now. So let's go ahead and just minimize this some so that we can still see it as we work on our table. And all of our information is right in here. And so we're going to make a table, and we're going to store our information into this table, and of course we'll have to move some of the text around and put them in the different table cells and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to write out our table structure, and with TextEdit, as Rick showed us before, and with the bundles we can go ahead and just type in table tab, and it gives us part of our table structure. So as you can see, it created a table tag, a closing table tag, and we have the table row and table headers and the table data. So we're going to go ahead and make our structure. We already have one table header cell that was created for us, so we need to go ahead and create another one. And let's clean up our tag here. And then let's go to our next table row where we have our data, and we need 2 cells in this row. And of course we need 5 rows. We need 1 row with a table header and then 4 more rows. So we need to include 3 more table rows. Okay, so we've basically built out our table structure there, and now we are ready to go ahead and implement our text into the table. And as you can see here, we have do nothing and recruit more developers. In our table we see that that is the action, and then for each action there is an outcome, and we have that listed here. So for our table header we want to go ahead and put in action, and in our other table header we want to put in outcome. So now that we've implemented that, let's go ahead and look at our preview and see what it looks like. And as you can see here with our table, it's starting to take shape. We have our action and our outcome and our data. So let's go ahead and paste in our other text. And you can really see it taking shape over in our preview window. Alright, if we look at our preview window, we see that we kind of have the basic table starting to appear. If we look at our example, we see that it looks more like a table, and there's better spacing, and it's just a little more even. So let's go ahead and add some attributes to our table. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add width, and we're going to add 100% width. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a border around our table. So let's go ahead and type in border. And we'll just add 1 pixel. And now we're going to add some spacing to our table. So we're going to add in some cell spacing of 0 pixels. And we're going to add some cell padding of about 5 pixels. Let's try 10. And there we have it. We have successfully implemented our HTML table.